Hello and Assalamu alaikum viewers. This is your host Farhan Iqbal and you're watching Newspoint. So fortunately, last time our prediction was very accurate, and just before the draw, actually 2-3 days earlier, CEC has published the data on their website. I believe accidentally, one of our subscribers shared that information with us, and we were able to look at the data and were able to update our prediction. Earlier, we were expecting that it would be just a PNP CEC only draw. However, because of that data which was published on CIC's website accidentally, we came to the conclusion that it would be a FSW draw, and we got to know that about 40 or 200 ITAs would be issued. And we were able to update our prediction, and our prediction was very accurate. Our predictions have been accurate in the past as well, but this time it was like the pinpoint accuracy. We mentioned 472, and the exact cutoff was 472, and 4200 ITAs were issued. So, if you do not want to miss any of the updates or any of the forecast for the future videos, please subscribe to our channel so that you are aware about all the upcoming draws and you know the forecast, and whenever the draw happens you would get to know what was the actual cutoff and what happened in that draw. So if you still haven't subscribed to our channel, subscribe our channel, click on the bell button so that you get the notifications whenever we update a video. Now coming back to the forecast for the upcoming draw, we noticed that when COVID started, CIC started doing PNP and CEC only draws. When COVID situation got a little bit better, they started doing one FSW draw and then one PNP plus CEC draw every 2 weeks. Now in the last two draws, I believe this is after 6 or 7 months that they have done two FSW draw, one after the other. So there's a good likelihood that the FSW draws might continue. However, there is an equal chance that the next draw, which would be on the September 30th, it could be a PNP CEC only draw as well. This is very hard to predict because this is only, I believe, CIC knows. We can look at the data, we can make a forecast that if it is a FSW draw, what kind of cutoff we think it could be. And then I'll make a separate video that if it is a CEC only draw, then what kind of cutoff it could be. Okay, let's look at the data and see how many people are there in each range. So on the screen, I'm showing data all the way from 28 May to 16 September when the last draw happened. In this last draw, the cutoff was 472. I have data from the previous draws as well, but I have hidden it so that it all fits on the screen nicely. So the very top scoring category, which is actually the PNP people who have a score of more than 600 all the way till 1200. In this range, we have 331 people as of September 14th. This is the data before the draw has happened. This number is less than what we saw on 31st August. And as we know that the draw which happened on 2nd September, it was an FSW draw. So all these people would have been cleared all the way till here because the draw was cutoff was 475. So anybody who was higher than 475, which is all these people and then part of this group, they had been cleared. So all these people and part of this group which we are seeing, these are all the profiles which have been created after 2nd September till 14th September in about 12 days. And we know that on 16th September, draw happened quite really early in the morning. So I wouldn't expect that there are more people, much more people than we are seeing in this range till the time the draw had happened. In the next category, which is more than 500 and less than 600, which is basically people who have a Java offer or mostly they are CEC people. In this category, we are seeing 300 people. Again, this is less than what we were seeing on 31st August. In both these categories, about 10% people or less. Next category, from 491 to 500, there are 259 people, almost same, but still 5 people less than what we saw on 31st August. Next category, which is 481 to 490, we are seeing 470 people in this category, which is 184 less than what we saw on 31st August. So that is about, I would say, 20% less. Next category, which is the most crucial category, because most of the people who are in FSW category and who are eagerly waiting for the draw, they are most likely in this category, because people who are higher, they know that whenever the draw happens, they are going to get an invite. So in this category, from 471 to 480, right now we have 3,900 people. Out of these 3,900, some of them could be older before 31st August or before 2nd September because the cutoff was 475 only, and some of them are new. However, even this number is way less than 4,400 and 482, which we saw on 2nd September or 31st August. So about 12% decrease over here as well. So if we look holistically, then from 471 to 1200, we have 5,277 people. So if the next draw is going to be an FSW draw, then let's take a look at what are the numbers or what could be the cutoff. So as we know that this 5,277 people is before the draw. When on 16 September draw happened, 4,200 ITS were issued. So the remaining people in the pool after the draw had happened is 1,077. It could be a little more than this because few people would have created their profile between 14 September until the draw. So maybe I would say it's about 1,100 and 1,200 people are there in the pool after 16 September. Because the previous draw was FSW draw and all the people were cleared from this range only, more than 475, we can accurately calculate that how many new profiles have been created since the draw until the time this data is published. So we get this number 3,372. How did I get this number? I have got this number. If you, from this number 5,277, you subtract this number minus 4,200. 4,200 people were issued ITS on 2nd September as well. So 6,105 minus 4,200, those are the people remaining in the pool. And now since we have 5,277, if we take a difference, it comes out to 3,372. This is a very high number of people who have applied in 2 weeks. I believe this is the highest since the time of COVID. So going by this pattern, if I have to guess or if we have to predict that how many people would be creating profiles more than 471 score, I would say that number would be between 2,800 to 3,300. Why I'm saying 2,800? Because before this draw, the highest was 2,800 people. So we have seen in the past as well that in some of the draws we have seen an influx of the candidates. But if I have to make a guess, I would say from 2,800 to 3,300 or by max 3,500 people would be applying in the next 2 weeks. So if the next draw is going to be FSW draw on September 30th and I have to predict CRS cutoff, I would say it would be very close to 470. And if I have to give a range, I would say it would be from 470 to 472. Obviously, it depends how many new profiles are created and it also depends how many ITAs are issued. We have seen in the past 2 draws that the ITAs are being issued 4,200, but in the past we have also seen that in February they issued 4,500 ITAs, and then after that they reduced that number to 3,900. So it really depends. If they increase the number of ITAs, then score could be 470 or even 469. But if the ITAs are issued 4,200, then score would be 471, 472. And if ITAs are issued like 3,900, which we were seeing before the past 2 draws, then it could be 471, 472 again. But if it would definitely be within range of 470 and 472. So just to summarize, if on September 30th, if it is an FSW draw and again 4,200 ITAs are issued, which have been the case in the past 2 draws, then our forecast is that the cutoff would be very close to 470. It all depends how many new people are applying, and I would say the range which we have mentioned about 3,000 people sounds very logical. And about 1,000 people already there, so cutoff would be very close to 470, 471, 472. I believe it would be these 3 numbers. I would be really surprised if it is 469, and I would be really surprised if it is more than 472. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you still haven't subscribed to our channel, subscribe our channel so that you never miss any of the updates. Click on the bell button so that you get the notification whenever we make a video.